everyone. Did you know there's a race set before us that as Christians we need to be prepared and disciplined for? Part of my son in the background. So I want to go over this race and what we need to do about it. And I actually talked about this in my book. If you haven't heard about it or don't know about it, it's called In the Fire But Not Alone. And I have some personal testimonies that go over a lot of the different struggles that us as Christians go through, fears, temptations, procrastinations, like things in my life that really hindered my walk. And one of my things is about my health and how I have gone through a couple of issues with my health, and I wasn't sure where and how God was going to heal me, even though I knew He was. I had surgery this week, so knock that one out. But the one thing that I do talk about in my book is running a race. And as Christians, we need to be disciplined in this. Are we praying, fasting, worshiping? Are we doing what God has called us to do? Are we helping others as we're called to do? Are we going to church? Or if we can't find one locally, are we going to one online? So there are a lot of things in this world that we can be doing to run this race. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1 says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." So we are to let go of all the junk, binge watching TV, food binging, couch potato wars with the way, you name it, like anything that's going to break us out of what God is calling us to do, anything that's going to have us step away from reading, praying, speaking, just speaking to Him, anything that's going to take us out of the race. Because you notice when you're a marathon runner, you don't see them binge watching, TV hours on end. They're out. They're checking their speed, they're checking their endurance, they're exercising, they're practicing warm-up routines, cool-down routines, you name it. So we need to be just as disciplined in our spiritual walk and race, just as we would if we were trying to participate in a marathon. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 says, "Do you not know that those who run in a race all run, but one receives the prize? Run in such a way that you may obtain it." And for some people who are running an actual marathon, it is the medal. And other people, it's just the sheer fact that they were able to do a marathon, which would be an amazing feat in my journey, but I don't think a marathon's in my future. Now, I know it can be hard, and I know we're going to stumble, but I just wanted to remind you of 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 7 through 8 that says, "I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Finally, there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will give to me on that day, and not to me only, but also to all who have loved His appearing." So keep that in mind. We can do this. We've got the prize. God bless.